Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video, I will show you how to install dedicated software for Clevetura CLVX S for Windows. Let's begin. To be perfectly clear, technically we can freely use our little keyboard here without any kind of dedicated software. But without the software, we are really just going to limit ourselves with the amount of capabilities that this keyboard has. So let's quickly let's start installing the dedicated software right now. First of all, let's head into our Windows first. And I will go here and I will go into this new tab that I have. Now I will start typing in Clevetura, which I almost know how to type. And as you can see, we have this. So we want to type in the Clevetura and then the CLVX S, though technically you don't need it. Typing the Clevetura only will do its job. Now let's go into the official site. And of course, technically we could go into Clevetura and .com in order to get transported here immediately, but it doesn't really matter. Now we have this official site, and we want to go from products into app and driver. And as you can see, we can choose which application you want to download. We can choose for Windows or for Mac. Of course, this is Windows tutorial, so we're going to choose download for Windows. But if you want to learn how to download for Mac, don't worry, we also should have the tutorial for downloading the dedicated software for our Mac. Now you can see that we have downloaded a zip file. We can go into our file manager and go into downloads. And I will just move this here. And we can just click with right mouse button. And I will go into extract all. And let's just go into extract. And as you can see, we have now a new folder with an exe file. We can also get rid of this. And I think I will also move this to my main desktop, because why not? And now let's simply open this application. But for the very first time you're going to open it, you should see this little warning that Windows protect your PC. And this is only because this is just an exe file without anything else. You want to go and click more info, and then you want to go into run anyway. And after you click run anyway, we have the setup for installing the application. And after it's done, we have touch on keys application, which is the dedicated software for our keyboard here. Now as you can see, it is searching for connected devices, and this process may take a few seconds. I have previously used the wired connection. We are currently connected with Bluetooth. However, the Bluetooth connection is going to be too weak because Bluetooth port is actually quite far away. We want to just connect our I keep forgetting names for things. I want to connect a keyboard with USB, and I think I'm going to do this right now because something is clearly off here. So we are currently using actually, maybe we're not. Maybe only now we have the keyboard turned on because it actually went to sleep. But if it's not going to change, I'm going to go and connect it using USB-C cable, which I have prepared right here. So we can go and just input the cable into the USB-C port like this. And now it's very important because basically our keyboard shouldn't really be working by default. We want to make sure that we are using the this key right here. And actually the moment I pressed it, let me show you the Windows here. The moment I pressed it, we have the setup screen. So we have more possibilities with profiles. And let's go into arrow. We can go into touch sliders. The left slider is for changing the light on the keyboard, and the right is for changing the volume. And as you can see, I'm actually going to use this right now. And finally, we can choose if we are left-handed or right-handed, and this is only for adaptive intelligence. And as you can see, the CLVX adapts to you using built-in adaptive intelligence. and we want to start our keyboard personalization by just choosing our dominant hand. Now, most of you will probably choose that you are right-handed. I'm actually left-handed, so I will go with that. And after we have done that, we have successfully installed every single thing, and now we can freely use the touch on the keys. Of course, we can always go to here and, for example, play around with the settings, go into gestures and customize the gestures, but don't you worry, we'll have each and every individual video on that application. So technically you can just play around, or alternatively you can just not play around and actually use your shortcuts to their full potential. But anyway, that's all for this video. If you found it useful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching. See you next time!